Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you a really cool thing that Altium has added to Altium 365. And that's the ability to use your own ECAD software's files and upload it to 365, okay? Specifically, I'm talking about OrCAD, and there'll be other tools that you can upload to 365 as well. But the big benefit of this is that you can share your OrCAD files on the cloud without having to do translations, and just quickly, just get to the point of doing design reviews, task completion, and everything. And this is so big that I made a whole review video just to, show you all the features you can capitalize on and take advantage of in Altium 365 without having to have Altium. All right. If you don't know me, I'm TechEd Kirsch, and I have designed printed circuit boards, high-speed boards, for a few years now, and I've been designing boards for about 8 years in total as of this video. Having been a former power systems engineer, an electrical systems engineer, hardware systems engineer, and now having added PCB design to my skill sets, there are a number of useful things that I found in Altium 365, even if you're not an Altium designer user. Without further ado, I'm going to go into the video review. You might want to watch the whole thing just to see if there are any features that stand out that you can use, because this really applies to any assembly engineer, hardware test engineer can use this, Altium 365 that is. You can take advantage of this as a printed circuit board designer, as an electrical design engineer, electrical hardware engineer, project stakeholder, and procurement. I mean, everybody could benefit from this tool. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking now and let's start the review.
Hi, I'm going to give you my first impressions of this project that Altium is working on for Altium 365. So what you can do is upload OrCAD files in the beta. And what you do is go into wherever folder you have your OrCAD design files are at. Make sure you compress your DSN on .brd files into a zip folder. Once you do that, you can hit open on that folder and then you can upload it. Now, if it has the exact same name as a project that you have in your Altium workspace, it will ask if you want to update the revision. Very cool. That's pretty wild. You can also click on here. I've already uploaded mine, and then I can choose to edit, upload a new version. I can clone this, I can unwatch it, share this even. So I really like that I can share this with other people. The workspace members have no access, so I can have edit or view access. I can share with a specific email. Only specified people, can access. So I like the options for control of who can view and who can edit this design. And viewers outside the workspace can download. You can control who can download the files. That's very cool. I'd like to see how that operates. So I'm going to go ahead and, invite someone from Altium to share this design. In fact, let me edit the permissions here. So in case interesting. So if I edit the permissions, it doesn't. Editing permissions has to do with the share tab. All right, so we'll go to shared with, and then I can make Eugene edit that, or I can make him the owner. Actually, I can make it owner. Not bad, not bad. So I can share this. Change event only. The new owner will be notified about this change. I'll make Eugene the I'll make myself the owner, and then Eugene can edit. So we'll share that. Right. So now when I click on the design, so I like those options there, it loads the schematic. Now I immediately cannot tell that it has a bunch of schematic pages. So I assume something would pop out, but of course I can expand this just like any Altium software tool, and then we have these things showing up. Now I like how it keeps the resolution of the images the same, similar quality to what you would have in the design in OrCAD. And then if I click on the component here, then it shows all the components, all the parts that make up this component, which is really cool. And if I click on the part choices, the link option, it takes me to the web page of the device. It's really awesome. Let me see. They have simulation design, the BSD alpha IBIS. Oh, that's really cool. All right, so now I like all this information. Let's see what else. It also shows the PCB footprint. So, man, this is really useful. This is much better than like you using Arena PLM or manually going through that database and trying to find the where used option or feature that you have to manually put in, which is easy to forget to do, quite frankly. It's easy to forget to put in where parts are used. Also, what's this? So I can see minimum available stock, unit price is $111 for the processor. That is crazy. But yeah, manufacturer part number, the temperature. I like this. It shows everything. Now, does it show like where it pops up on the printed circuit board? I'm going to go click on PCB and then see what it pulls up here. Rendering the PCB. Oh, look at that. That is just fantastic. Yeah, look at that. I can zoom in, look at all the BGA, and the nets are visible. This is an OrCAD project. That is crazy. All right, so if I go to 3D view, right? It shows the 3D model. And does it show the... It does show the ball pins on here. The pads, I mean. Look at that. That is clean. It's clever. All right, and then if you go into bill of materials, does it highlight that specific component in the bill of materials is the question. It does. All right, you have to scroll down. It doesn't automatically zoom or jump to it in the bill of materials, but it does at least highlight it, which is fantastic. What I really like is the fact that I know what the PCB footprint is at a glance without having to navigate a bunch of folders like I used to it while working at previous roles. Oh, let's take a look-see here. This is nice. It's a gigabit Ethernet. If I click on that, wait, hold up. Does it open the page? Okay. So a single click opens the schematic page. What if I want to select a specific net? So maybe, is there going to be any lag when I try to select the net? Oh, okay. No, there's none. It's just a matter of clicking on here. Now, I can't select that, but if I try to select this, that works. And if I try to select this wire, it works for selection. So it's a little sometimey in the net selection, but at least something can get selected, right? That's really cool. And this is wild. So it shows me the pages and zooms and highlights the net still. When I click on a different page, it shows me exactly where the net is. Also, any DRC reports. That is very crazy amount of detail, and the layers used on the PCB. Wow, this is amazing for review. Let's go to PCB, and it highlights the trace as well. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. And the pad, okay. Look at that long escape. I wonder why. I wonder if they could have escaped like that way, but maybe not. It's probably too complicated. Yeah, it really completes the trace. And I like how it colors the layers so you know exactly which layer you're on. It's the top layer pad, goes to the bottom through that via, and then through layer 10 is a signal layer that it goes through as well. Okay. And then 3D. Let's see how the 3D rendering is like. It highlights this as well. And yeah, look at that. I mean, accurate 3D representation. This is Blender level stuff. This is what I typically use, like something like Blender or like a 3D. And this came from Cadence. This came from the OrCAD software. Here, I'm viewing all of this in Altium. You can do this with any design. See, the thing about this is this also stops me from having to send files back and forth, do PDF printouts and all this stuff for my manager to mark up. Let me see. Okay, schematic lib. No, that's fine. The fact that I can click nets, do the nets show up? Let me see. What about the nets? Yeah. Select the nets. It's dimmed out, highlighted. Again, I can see the connectivity across all my pages. Amazing. Look at that. Jeez. And then I wonder if, like, if I select ground, right, will I highlight all the copper pore on the PCB? Because, you know, ground is everywhere. Ground is pretty much everywhere on any design. I imagine this will be a pretty intense rendering. And probably, I guess the rendering is done on the, I don't know if it's done in the web browser or on their local, on their servers or whatever, or if it's through my machine. Like, I don't know. If it is through my web browser, then it's using my RAM, or CPU, whatever it is. I don't know. Okay, it seemed like it bounced back there, so maybe it needed some time to do its thing and then zoom out, zoom fit or whatever. Okay, look at that. It's all highlighted. Now, what if we go 3D? This might be a little too much for the machine, whatever is running this, or the browser. Ooh. It's filling it in, rendering. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm surprised it can even do it because this is so new. The scroll is smooth though. Okay, if this can rotate and update the view in real time, then this is wild. Jeez. This would save so much time to actually know where the grounds are, and having all of this in a web browser. Let me see if I can share this. Yeah, they can view it probably from our web browser, just like I'm doing. Hold on, let me see. So if I do download, if I can give people the download access to this, the assembly docs, derived files, PDF schematic, step file, bill of materials, and the Gerber. Well, this is the board file, okay. And then the project source files. I can change the units too. I like that. What about the controls? Oh, so it lets me know where the controls are. All right, pan, right mouse button and drag, rotate on 3D. Okay. Nice. And you can do rigid, you can do flex as well. Look at that. Searching. So wait, what if I search for R2? Select that. Does it show? Hard to tell where the R2 is. So it'd be great if it can zoom directly into the R2, wherever that may be. If I go to PCB view, will it be easier to find? Yes, there it is. So that's R2. So on the 3D view, I still lost it somewhere. Is it underneath the PCB? I don't know. I lost it. Wait, let's see. PCB. Blue is, okay, it's at the bottom of the PCB, right? So I think this is the top of the PCB. So the bottom of the PCB would be like around here or something. Yeah, I'm not seeing where it's highlighted on the 3D thing. So maybe I'm just missing it. But if I go to schematic, it highlights it there. That's wicked. That's wicked. All right, so let's go to the, that's the net navigation feature, just like Navigator in Altium. Man, and this is with this is with the OrCAD design. So if I go click on Arc, I love that this has the DRCs, because when you're submitting, like when I submit designs to manufacturer, like, and they're looking for what's your minimum trace width on the board. I'm like, dude, I know what rules I set, but I don't actually know what my minimum trace width is. So it'd be great to find that out from in here. Especially as a freelance hardware engineer or hardware design company, you want to have that kind of information from like other engineers or PCB designers who have done designs already, especially, this is especially useful for when you're getting clients like through online portals and like Upwork or wherever. And a client has worked with other PCB designers, but maybe they fell off or things didn't work out, or things did work out, but their designer's just too busy, and they do design in Eagle, for instance, and then you need to do your design in OrCAD, but then you need to review the thing, but you don't have an Eagle license, and then this can skip all that hassle with licensing and everything, especially license access. It's a lot of work to maintain and keep all these different licenses. So this eliminates the need for that if you just need to review a design and work on your own ecosystem. Yeah, I like that. Duplicate nets. Duplicate net names. Okay, look at that. That's clever. That's clever. Let me see what other errors you got going on. Nets with only one pin. Good. Man, this is perfect for review. This is perfect for review. What about warnings? Nets with multiple names. Good, good. Ground has multiple names. Let's see. Power object AG and yeah, I'm just trying to put it through its paces here, but it's keeping up. It's kind of fast, actually. You can upload answers and simulation results, materials, tasks that are add. Okay, yeah, so I added a task in here earlier. Show in design. Look at that. So I have a list of tasks I can do. Wow. This is pretty sick, right? I imagine this works for harness designs as well. And he doesn't have to print them all out and then draw all up on them. He can just make his comments and remarks on my design remotely, like no need for the printer. And this was only a couple of years ago, mind you. We were just printing stuff out, reviewing them manually, and having big schematic sheets to review a design in, because it was in KiCad or something, and we couldn't import it, or it was too clunky to do that. Let's see, look at that. You can create tags for this. That I imagine would be useful. Download the resources from each of these revision, and then you can view. Oh, wow. This is the activity of the reviews, and these are the tasks. This is excellent for project management, I would say. Now, I don't know if you can assign dates for tasks, right, to get done by, but at least they're there, and then you can manage the tasks in like Microsoft Outlook or something that has your task list. Okay. Rendering the PCB. Okay. Assembly designator. So what's the purpose of all this? Group by component? Ooh. Okay. What's this? No way. Get out, dude. Jeez. Review listed parts and begin assembly when ready. So what is start assembly? Oh, is this where you send it to the board? I mean, send it to the manufacturer? And it tells you the components on the... Listen. This is assembly check. Listen. This is a game changer. It's too good. They thought of... Wow. I think I get it. This is for your assembler to check and everything. Oh, what's this? Tell us what you think about the assembly. I mean, it's freaking amazing. Super convenient. Game changer. Puts other assembly checking tools and software to, not to shame, maybe like Valor or whatever, because I'm sure they have tons of robust checks. Not, I'm sure I've seen them. But for this kind of quick assembly check, the DRCs and everything, I think I see where Altium's going with this, making it so that you don't have to work with your existing software to review your designs and disjointed software. You can just put all of your designs in one place for review. And that is amazing. So you can end subscriptions for design review software tools, maybe even Arena PLM, what's it called? Oracle database, all your database, Design Sync, possibly Design Sync. That's what I use at Intel, my DEHDL software. I mean, it was just a freaking nightmare too. Like, you would have to have specific ways that you check out files and all this other foolishness. And I'm like, dude, like, this is ridiculous. I'm sure we'll still have to use it, but I mean, I wish I had this kind of system to review designs, because reviewing designs would take forever. And I wonder if this can accept DEHDL files. Wow, this is great for assembly check. All right, I'm sold on this. I think I see what's going on here. All the other tools that we're using to manage this kind of process, you can come to Altium to get all that done, especially for OrCAD and Cadence tools. I wonder if they're going to expand to Mentor Graphics and other software as well. But that would be an excellent idea. And this will really ease the way that we as hardware engineers design and review boards, especially. Like, amazing time saver. Amazing. I hope this is free. They probably have some paid subscription options available once they launch this, but this is really good. Hats off. Kudos. Good job.
Okay, so what do you think? Pretty impressive, right? Obviously from the video, I was quite impressed. I'm still impressed. So, I wish I had this back when I was doing freelance PCB design in my earlier days, but it's fine. It's here now. I still do designs, so it's all good. That means I can choose any ECAD software I want that they can support, of course. I can work in OrCAD. I use multiple ECAD software tools to design printed circuit boards for different clients and to make my courses. Speaking of courses, if you do not know how to design a full printed circuit board at the industry level from scratch, or you can do it but you're not fully confident in making sure that it can work, click the link below. You can access my website and then book a call with me. I'll do a free 15-minute consultation with you just to give you the best advice and a roadmap for you to succeed and become a hardware engineer, a PCB designer, design your own circuit boards. And then we can discuss some options too, because I also train people to become PCB designers in 6 months or less. Okay? So with that being said, Altium, great job on this one. I really like it. I'm going to be using Altium 365 a lot more now to manage all my projects, regardless of which PCB design software I'm using. This is Tech Ed Kirsch. That's all I got to say on it. I'll see you next time. Peace.